The previous installment in director Mark Webb's Amazing Spider-Man series was a critical success and was a hit with audiences making over $750 million worldwide. While not received well by some fans who criticized Sony for rebooting the series just 5 years after its previous installment, most enjoyed Garfield's performance as Spider-Man. It seems that in a post-Marvel Cinematic Universe, every other comic book movie franchise strives to emulate that sense of interconnectedness, building a universe where several characters have films and the studio can make more money than ever. The downside is that not every property can sustain this, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 falls under the weight of trying to do too much, too fast. It feels as though Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 3 were both filmed at the same time and then crunched together in this overblown everything and the kitchen sink sequel. Amazing Spider-Man 2 picks up shortly after the events of the first film, with it continuing to draw out the tired, will they won't they routine between Peter and Gwen, and also continuing the drawn-out Richard Parker, no not the tiger, storyline from the first film. The plot kicks into gear when Harry Osborn comes home to New York to run Oscorp. Harry Osborn never really works in this film, as we're expected to believe that he and Peter were childhood best friends, but Harry gives off such a creepy, obviously villainous vibe that viewers will have a hard time buying in. Jamie Foxx is clearly having a good time as Electro, and Paul Giamatti's Rhino only shows up briefly as a cameo for laughs. The movie clearly works best when it comes to the chemistry between Peter and his friends and family. Real-life couple Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone play well off of each other, and the relationship between Peter and his Aunt May also works very well. Director Mark Webb seems more at home with the romantic comedy and dramatic elements of the film. Some are reminiscent of his work on the well-received 500 Days of Summer. While I was watching this film, I was reminded of another superhero film, Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin. While there may not be nipples on the Spidey suit, the dialogue is so bad at times I was expecting Arnold to kick a wall down and tell everyone to chill out. The worst offender of this is Fox's Electro. Please, it's 2014. Can we stop having villains make puns about their powers? The set pieces are many, and for the sake of spoilers, I'll allow you to experience them firsthand. The ones earlier in the film feel more natural than the final action sequence, which is a mess of bad science and CGI. The ending will surprise some with its boldness, but it's nothing fans of Spider-Man comics won't see coming. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 does some things well, like Peter and his relationships, and the more humorous take on Spider-Man is truer to the source material. But the entire affair feels rushed and nothing really resolves itself. Its constant campiness, underdeveloped villains, and undercooked dialogue, coupled with its insistence on building and setting up future films and spin-offs, make it feel more like a 2.5-hour trailer for the Sinister Six. 5.5 out of 10. For the latest news and reviews, check out Evencast.com. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. Click the big subscribe button to get our videos delivered right to your subscription feed every time there's a new one.